Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be showing you that how basically you can upload images inside files to your Google Drive folder using Google Apps Script inside web application using HTML and JavaScript. So we have basically a web application, guys, which we constructed using Google Apps Script, which allows you to directly upload files to your Google Drive. So if you share this URL, guys, it is deployed live on the internet. Anyone can upload files to your Google Drive. So let's suppose if I open incognito mode here, and if I paste this link here, and there will be a simple form right here, guys. So if you open this now application, so now there will be a choose file button and add file. So you can just share this link with anyone on the internet and they will be able to upload files to your folder. So this is my Google Drive, guys. So this is the images folder. It is currently empty. No file is present right here. So let me just show you real time. So as I now select a PNG or JPG file, guys, any sort of file you can upload. Let's suppose I upload a this file, and if I select this file, guys, you will see that if I click this file form submitted, and you will see that, guys, this file is uploaded here to my you drive here, Google Drive. You will see that this is the link which is given to me. This is the publicable accessible link of the file where you can find this file. So similarly, guys, you can upload PNG. This is a PNG image file. Click on that, and once again in real time you will see that this image will also get uploaded in the left hand side. If I You will see that this is the screenshot underscore 2.png, and this is also get uploaded. So in this way, guys, we will able to upload images or any sort of file to your Google Drive folder. This can be done by anyone. You can just need to share your link to your web app which you constructed using Google Apps Script. So anyone can choose files and upload this to your Google Drive. So this is really necessary in those situations if you want some user data to be collected. You can use this application. So I have given all the source code, guys, in the description of the video, so you can purchase the full source code if you have any sort of doubt. I will write the source code in this video from scratch, so if you still have some doubt, you can purchase the full source code. So now let's get started, guys, by building this application. So if you know, guys, Google Apps Script, basically it's a automation tool which is brought to you by Google, which allows you to access their APIs directly. So it's a scripting platform. It's done using HTML, JavaScript, and you can build web application. And the only thing is that you need a Google account for this. And after this, you can create a new project here. Click on new project, and then you have this file which is GS. GS stands for uh, Google Script. This basically contains valid JavaScript code, guys. So here we can write a function which is do get, and inside this function, guys, what we can say is that we can say return, and we can use this HTML service, guys, and this contains a method which is create HTML output from file. And here we can provide the file, guys, whatever index.html file that we need to load. We don't need to write the extension here, so we just need to write index here. So what it will do, guys, basically, if I save this project, so now this function will, you can select from any function that you want to execute. So only one function is there. So we basically, what this function will do, it will render out this template. We need to create this template here, which we can say HTML here, and here we can say index. So this will create the index.html file, guys. So here we can write something on the screen. Let's suppose hello world, and we can close this h1 tag. But now basically, guys, this is a web application, and now if you want to deploy this, you can simply click this button deploy and click on new deployment. And after this, guys, we need to simply configure as a, you can configure add API executable add-on library. We need to executable as web app. We can say that sample drive app, and this is execute as me. So this means that only the files that gets uploaded with your own Google Drive. You can also choose user accessing the web app. So this means that the files that the user will upload will be uploaded to their respective Google Drive. So we will like select here me, and then you can select anyone can choose your application. Anyone can upload files. So you can say anyone. You can choose myself only whenever you want, only yourself to get choose files. So this will we will choose anyone and click on deploy. So after you click deploy, guys, your app will get uploaded and you will get a URL. So if you click this URL, guys, what will happen? This hello world will be shown to you. You will see that hello world is shown to me. This is the HTML code that we written right here. Hello world. So now we will have a simple form, guys, where we will allow the user to, we will first have a simple div, and inside this we will give it a class of message. So here we will be showing the URL of the file that gets uploaded inside this div, and then we will have the form element, and inside this, guys, we will have input type file and type, sorry, here we need to give it a name attribute of file. So this is just valid HTML code, guys. If you have studied about HTML JavaScript, you will perfectly know what I am writing right here. So after this input element, guys, we will have a button, simple input type button, or we can say submit, and the value will be simply upload file. That's all. So now if you want to update this, guys, you can simply say manage deployments, and then you can simply say, you can simply click this pencil icon and you can create a new version. Let's suppose new version, and then click deploy. So this will update your app, and updating, you can see updating the deployment. Once again, if you refresh it now, you will now see a simple form here. So now, guys, we need to simply write the JavaScript code for this. Just after the body is end here, we will write the JavaScript code. So for the JavaScript code, guys, what we need to do, we will create some space here. So first of all, guys, what we need to do here, we will simply first of all get the reference of the form. We will use here document.querySelector, and then we also need to get the file. We will say document.querySelector, and here we will say input of the type. We have given a name attribute here. So this name attribute was file, sorry, name. I think, let me check. You will see the name attribute was file, so we need to give the same here. That's all. So we will get access to that file that the user select, guys. After this, we can invoke a simple event handler to the form, guys. So we will say form dot add event listener. So when the form submits, guys, what should happen? E parameter, and here we will say e dot prevent default, and here we will say that message dot text content, and we will simply display this message that the form is submitted. Inside this div message, it will simply say that the form is submitted, and now after this we just need to transfer the file. So you will say const file, and here you will say that file dot file. So this will access, the user has selected the file, guys. After this, what we will say, we will create a reader object here. We will use file reader class, which is available inside JavaScript, in order to read the file which the user has uploaded. And then we will say that reader dot, it contains a event, guys, on load. So inside this event, what we will write, it will have a callback function. Inside this, guys, you will get the value, and here you will say that the actual file reader dot result dot split, and we need to split it by comma. And then we will need to construct an object, guys, which will have three properties. First is the file name. So name will be file.name. Mem type mem type is actually the extension of the image or file.type, and the data, actual data of the image. So this is vals1, that's all. So after you do this, guys, we can simply console log this information, console log object. So if I now simply update this now, guys, if I manage deployment, if I try to create a new version of it, so what it will find, guys, as I basically select the image file here, refresh it, click on this button, you will now see, guys, it is saying message is not defined. Okay, I think it is saying that we also need to get the reference here, which is document.query selector message, the class here. Yeah, that's again, if you deploy this, so just refresh it now, guys, again. So it is saying cannot access file before initialization. Let me see, guys, what is the problem here. Uh, just wait, guys, let me paste this code here. You can purchase the full source code, guys. The link is given in the description of the video. Sometimes errors can take place while you live code it. You will see that now we have this name attribute, up file, type file, and we have written this line, console log object. And also, guys, we need to execute this one, this line of code as well, which basically file our this is a method, guys, read as data URL. So this is actually the method which is required, read as data URL. And here we will pass the actual file which the user has selected. So this will invoke this onload event handler, guys, which will actually insert this information. So let me also delete this also. Click on manage deployment. Click on that, and now you will see that, guys, there will be an object here which will contains three properties. That this is the base 64 code of the image here, which we will actually upload to Google Drive. This is actual file name, and this is a mem type here, which is PNG. If I change this to, let's suppose, JPG file here, you will now see this mem type now will be JPG. This is the name of the file. This is the base 64 data of the image. So after this, guys, now we need to simply transfer this to a Google App script here. After we console log this object, we will write this code here, which, guys, google.script. We need to run a script with a success handler, and inside this function we will pass the function that we will execute, my result. And here we will add this function which will get executed, adder file, or you can call this as any file, any method, upload. We can pass this object right here. So this upload function we need to create, guys, this needs to be the same here. So we will create this function, so which will be function upload. So this will have the actual file which needs to be uploaded. So we need to create this callback function, guys, here at the bottom. So this callback function will execute whenever you got the result. So you will get the value right here. We can console log the value. So inside this upload method, guys, we need to actually upload the file. So we will simply say my file, and here we will use utilities, and it contains a method new blob, and inside this we will pass utilities dot base64 decode. We need to decode that base64, guys. We will say file dot data, and then we will simply say put a comma and data dot mem type, and then lastly we will say data, sorry, this needs to be file dot mem type and file dot name. That's all. So these are the three things, guys. We are decoding that base64 code by using this method utilities dot base64 decode, mem type and file name. After this we need the folder ID, guys, for which we need to upload that. So just go to Google Drive and create a new folder. Let me call this as sample. So after you create this folder, guys, there will be this ID that you need to copy paste, folder ID. Simply copy this folder ID. So inside this paste it, and then we will get the folder by using this method drive app, and it contains a method get folder by ID, and we will pass the ID. That's all. And then we will get the information which is the URL. Before that we need to upload the file, so we will say file added. It contains a method, guys, folder create file, and we will simply create that file which was my file. After this there will be two information which will be coming: the URL file, which will be file added. We will get the URL of the file, get URL, and the second thing is the name of the file. So we will display the name as well. So data dot file name. That's all. So this is the two information we will return, guys, this object. That's all. So this will actually upload the file, and it will return these two information, the URL of the file and the name of the file. Now we need to display this information inside this console val. So we can simply say message inner HTML. We can manipulate the inner HTML of that like this. You can see that we are making the clickable link here so that the user can click that link. So now we can simply, guys, first of all we need to save this code, and for the very first time we need to grant permission. So simply click run here, and we need to grant permission. So simply click on that and click on advance and grant the permission for your account. Click on allow. So after you grant the permission, guys, it will execute. Now we can simply deploy this, and click on manage deployment and create a new version. Click on deploy. So once you click deploy, guys, now you will be able to upload files. So just refresh. If you select this file, click form submitted, and now you will get this image right here inside your Google folder. So it is saying add upload. What happened? I think some error has taken place, guys. Let me see. Check here. Just wait, guys. I'm just again. You need to paste that folder ID, guys, that I talked about. Folder ID you need to paste. Click on that save project. go to index.html file, guys, and paste the code right here. Let me paste it here. The correct code. You can find the full source code, guys. You can purchase it. Sometimes while writing it, sometimes the error can take place. So click on now manage deployment and click a new version of it. So now if we go to the URL, guys, what will happen here? Choose the file. So now you see that, guys, the file is uploaded. You will see that the file is uploaded to my folder, sample folder, which is present inside the sample folder. You will see that. Now if I try to upload another file here, let's suppose this PNG file, click on that. So you will see that this file will also get uploaded. You will see that. So you can purchase the full source code, guys. The link is given in the description. If you still have some doubt, you can ask in the comment section. So this is a really awesome application you have seen. So please hit that like button, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next tutorial.